Hello everyone, today we're in lesson 3.7 of your colored math book and it's on page 127. So first we're going to read the question. During the 2010 Great Backyard Bird Count, an average of 42 bald eagles were counted in each of 20 locations throughout Alaska. In 2009, an average of 32 bald eagles were counted in each of 26 locations throughout Alaska. Based on this data, how many more bald eagles were counted in 2010 than 2009? All right, guys, this is definitely a cake problem. You know what I'm talking about when I say a cake problem. You have a lot of steps. You can't just eat the cake out of the box. You have to mix it together. You have to spray your pan. You have to put the batter in your pan. You have to put it in the oven. You have to bake it. You have to let it cool, frost it, then you can eat it. That's what this problem is. It is definitely a step-by-step problem. So first step, let's see what they're asking me. The first thing I want to do is I want to go back and underline the question. Let me make sure I have my right tool. All right. So the question's asking me, how many more bald eagles were counted in 2010 than in 2009? So I need to find blank bald eagles were counted in 2010 than in 2009. I need to find out how many ooh, that was bad. More. I'm going to squeezy more in there somehow. Okay. I hope yours looks neater than mine. I need to find out how many more bald eagles were counted in 2010 than in 2009. What information do I need to use? In 2010, blank locations counted an average of blank bald eagles each. So let's go back to my problem. We're looking at 2010. In 2010, an average of 42 bald eagles were counted in each of 20 locations. So, how many locations? 20 locations and an average of how many bald eagles? 42. All right. In 2009, blank locations counted an average of blank bald eagles. In 2009, an average of 32 bald eagles were counted in each of 26 locations. So, how many locations? 26. And how many bald eagles? 32. All right. Let's go on to the next part. How will I use the information? I can solve simpler problems. Find the number of bald eagles counted in blank. Find the number of bald eagles counted in blank. Then draw a bar model to compare blank count to the blank count. Okay, start from the beginning. Find the number of bald eagles that were counted in. I think they're asking for a year here. So what do you guys think? Find the number of bald eagles that were counted in 2010. Then we're going to find the bald eagles that were counted in 2009. Then we're going to draw a bar model to compare the blank count to the blank count. The 2010 count to the 2009 count. All right. So we have all this information here, and now we're going to have to find the number of eagles counted this year. We're going to have to find the number of bald eagles counted this year, and then we're going to have to compare the two. That's all they're asking us to do. Don't feel overwhelmed. Let's just take it step by step, guys. Okay, so first, find the total number of bald eagles counted in 2010. 2010. Let's take back out our question. Let's see if I can, let's put it down here. We're not using this part yet. I'm just going to cover that up a little bit. Okay. We can actually even get rid of that for right now. All right, so first, find the total number of bald eagles counted in 2010. Well, in 2010, we know, right here's the 2010, 42 bald eagles in each of 20 locations. So we're going to have to multiply 42 times 20. All right. Why don't you guys hit pause and multiply that out on your paper? Remember, you can do partial product, you can do lattice, you can do the Mario and Luigi way, which is the way probably most of your parents do it. So hit pause and then come back and see if you got the same answer. All right, I hope you guys really hit pause and figured out the answer. Let me tell you what the answer is. It is 840. There you go. Awesome job if you got that. If you didn't get that, why don't you hit pause again and see if you can figure out how we got that answer. All right, next we're going to find out how many bald eagles were counted in 2009. Well, we know that there is 32 were counted in each of 26 locations. So 32 times 26. All right. Again, why don't you guys hit pause and figure out this problem. And then hit play and see if you got the right answer. All right, I hope you really hit pause. So now, let's see if you got the right answer. The answer I have is 832. 832. If you didn't get that answer, why don't you hit pause again and see if you can come up with that answer. All right. If you didn't get that answer, let's move on. Last, what we're going to do is draw a bar model and then subtract. So they drew it for you. First, I have 840 bald eagles in 2010, and I have 832 bald eagles in 2009. So I'm looking for this part right here because there was more bald eagles in 2010. So I'm going to do the subtraction problem over here. 840 minus 832. 2. Remember, I can't do 0 minus 2, so I have to change this to a 3 and bring the 1 over. That's 8. And then 3 minus 3 is 0. 8 minus 8 is 0. So what number should go right here in this question mark right here? How many would fill that box? 8. Because there's 8 more up here. So this little part would just be 8. So there were 8 more bald eagles counted in 2010 than in 2009. Remember, guys, I said that was definitely a cake problem. We did many steps to figure that out. First, we had to multiply 2010 numbers together to get this answer. We had to multiply the 2009 numbers together to get this answer. And then we had to subtract those two problems to get what the question was asking. Let's look back at that question real quick. How many more bald eagles were counted in 2010 than in 2009? So we know how many bald eagles were counted in 2010. We figured out how many bald eagles were counted in 2009. And then we subtracted to figure out how many more were counted between those 2 years. All right, I hope you learned a lot, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.